everyone, topic of our video today is about synchronicity. I wanted to do this for you because I had a huge synchronicity happen in my life this week. It was really a giggle, hilariously funny, and it just brought to my attention how often this happens. Usually they're small, they're tiny little things and you can dismiss them easily, but when it's something big, it's a little bit harder to dismiss. And I wanted to use this as a catalyst for you to think about the synchronicities in your life and what they mean, more importantly. So let's first of all define synchronicity. Synchronicity was a term first coined by Carl Jung, and he said it was meaningful coincidences with no causal relationship. So it's where the boundaries between your inner and your outer world dissolve, and suddenly you start to see this incredible connection. So I'm going to tell you my story about my synchronicity this week, and then below this video I want you to tell us something about your synchronicities. What synchronicities have been meaningful to you in your life, and you know, have caused you to have a bit of a giggle, because that's what they're all about, aren't they? They're fun. They're also meaningful, so they do tell us something important. We'll go into that in a minute, but I'll tell you my story first. So I decided it was time for a move. I've been here on the Gold Coast for 4 years and I'm feeling a bit restless, so it's time to move somewhere else. And I'm going to go back to Newcastle, where my children are, with and 2 of my grandchildren and 2 of my daughters. So I've been thinking about selling my apartment for a couple of months. Only problem was I have a flatmate, and she's only really been with me for a few months. So I didn't want to tell her that I was putting the property on the market, you can understand, and then she'd have to move out and find somewhere else to live, and I felt really kind of nervous about that. And I wasn't sure how she was going to react. If I were her, you know, I might be a little bit upset. So I kept putting it off. I kept listing my house for sale off. Finally, I bit the bullet, and I got some advice from my beautiful 26-year-old daughter, who said, "Mum, just do it first and tell her later if it's that big a deal." I thought, wow, that's really good advice. Thanks, G. So I got my real estate agent over. She's actually a friend of mine too. So I gave her all the paperwork. We cracked a bottle of champagne out here in my garden and drank to my move. My girlfriend left, my real estate agent left, and within 5 minutes, my flatmate came home. And she came out and sat down on the couch in front of me, and she said, "I've got some news. I've decided I'm moving out in 3 weeks and I'm going to Europe and going to do some traveling. So I'm going to move out and put my stuff in storage while I'm away." I was floored. I was really floored that all that time that I worried about telling her, and I felt really bad about it, and I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, and there it goes. But the timing of it was just so synchronistic and so perfect that I knew that I was making the right choice, and that this move was going to be really great for me, that I'd made a great decision. And that's the thing about synchronicity. They call your attention to something. They really make you sit up and take notice, and you go, wow, what's that? And it really is your higher self, your soul, your guides, your team in spirit coming through and helping you and giving you some support. And that's how I felt. I felt totally supported. It was like my team going, "Yay, do it, it's fantastic, everything's going to be fine." And I really needed that boost. So synchronicities are about validation. If you have a synchronicity happen and it's about something that you've been struggling with, something you've been thinking about, then you know that it's a message. And sometimes it's a little bit difficult to interpret those messages, or most of the time it's fairly easy. It's a little bit like the numbers on the clock. When you see 1111, 444 is a specialty of mine, 222, 333, there'll be particular numbers that you're drawn to. I'm an 1111 and 444 kind of girl. And when I see those numbers, I go directly to what I was thinking about or contemplating before I saw those numbers, and know that that's a validation that what I was thinking is correct. So I'd love to hear about your synchronicities. Please leave me a message below and tell me all about them. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. Much love and blessings, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity.